Hey YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode here on the channel as we're back here for some more Road to the Show as we're back home here to host a nice little homestand against the Blue Jays and the White Sox. And of course, we're going to start off with the White Sox here today as we just got done finishing up a nice little road trip there in Toronto and there in Arlington as we're back home here. And as you see, the White Sox currently right now in last place in the American League Central, 54-80. They are 25 games out of first place and currently on a one-game losing streak, and they are currently I think they're 4-6 in the last 10 games. Now for us, we're 8-2 in the last 10 games. We're on a 4-game winning streak, and of course we're 79-56, looking for our 80th win here today, and we're gonna see if we can do that here against this White Sox crew. You see Adam Eaton, Nay, Jose Abreu, Steven Piscotty, Jed Jerko, and as well as Greg Ring and Doug Dixon there are going to be in your lineup here today. And of course, there you see some of the guys on the bench. And like I said, we had a really nice run in that road trip against against the Blue Jays and the Texas Rangers. In that series combined, Simon Unger on that road trip, he was 11 for 29, 3 home runs, 4 doubles, 9 runs, 9 RBIs, and 2 walks for him in that series. And of course, Yankees fans are very happy and hoping that he will continue that kind of a streak going on and hopefully get hotter as the season goes on here. As you see, Jose Quinte, he's going to be the starter here today. 26 starts he's been in he's been 26 games. He has 26 starts. He's 8-10 for the season. He's getting ready to pitch over 150 innings for the season so far. He's given up 17 home runs, 48 walks, and it looks like 99 strikeouts. And he has an ERA a little over 4 right now with a whip at 1.34. And of course, there you see 15 quality starts, 1 complete game. And I believe his WAR is just slightly over 1. As we take a look here at Jose Abreu as well as lead off here in the White Sox here with 1 on and 1 out here in the top half of the first. And of course, there you see Simon Unger plays the shortstop position here. Today he is wearing number 18. I think in the last episode he kind of jumped back between 18 and 20. As we'll see a ground ball here, and he's going to try to turn the double play here, and that's going to be a double play there for the Yankees as they get themselves out of the first inning. So no runs comes across. We'll go to the bottom half of the first as we'll see Simon's first at bat. Right now on a 20-game hitting streak going on here for him, as he is, like I said, had a really nice tear there in Toronto and in Arlington. We'll see what he can do here today as there's 1 on and 1 out. And we'll see the pitch here, and he's going to take it. And that's going to be a 4-seam fastball high and inside. And right now, White Sox series, at least the White Sox season right now is not doing so well for them, as they'll of course be sitting, good chance they'll be in last place here, losing 80 games for the season here. I know that's tough for a lot of Southsiders, especially last year where they lost 100 games in real life. And of course, I noticed a lot of people doing a lot of Red Sox franchise in MLB 25. And so far, I've seen some really good rebuilds with that White Sox club as they got a lot of young players here. And you see Simon here. He's going to launch this one here high and deep out to our left center field. That ball is going to be caught, and that'll be it for him for this at-bat as we go ahead and see what he can do. So now we'll see here as we get to the bottom of the third here. Yankees lead this by 2. As we see this one going to pop high and deep over right field, and that's just going to be the first out of the inning. And Simon can't really do too much with that at bat. And of course, he is, that 20-game hitting streak is a little modest, and he's trying to get something going here. We'll see the White Sox able to bounce back here as we get to the top of the 5th. They jump us by 4 runs, putting us being down by 2. As we'll see a ground ball here. This is going to try to turn for 2, and they are going to get it there. Nice play as the Yankees get themselves out of the inning. It was a tough inning there for them. As now we go to the bottom half of the same inning here in the bottom of the 5th. Runners on first with 1 out, and we're going to see a cut fastball low and away there on Simon Unger. So Unger here, of course, with the Yankees, which really hurts my heart and my soul. As we see a chop there, that's going to be a foul ball. Cut fastball inside, and Simer just can't really time it just right. Runner going to be checked over at first. As they're still one away. But yeah, it really hurts my heart that Simon Unger, of course, is playing for these Yankees. It's a 2-0 count here. This is going to be high. This is going to be deep. This is going to go to the wall, but it's going to be just warning track power out to left. And that's just going to be out number 2 there for the New York Yankees second baseman. We'll go to the top of the 6th here. Bases are juiced. Greg Green's up to bat here. He's 0 for 1. James Hillen here trying to look for a ground ball of some sort to get out of the inning. We'll see a ground ball hit over there to short. And we'll see a 6-4-3 double play. No runs coming across as they get out of the inning there. So nice job there from the defense. But I'm sure Yankees fans want the bats start rallying. Get a rally here going now as we're getting to the mid part of the ball game here.
Here we go.
So we go to the bottom of the 7th here. We'll see here we're down by 2 still. This time it's 5-3. Simon Unger up to bat here. He's 0 for 3. Buddy Smallwood is out here on the mound as he'll throw a 2-seamer inside. And it's going to be ball number 1. So, of course, everybody's trying to make their last-minute push here to get to the playoffs. Let's see, this ball's going to be popped up there to his fellow shortstop. And that's going to be out number 1 here for Simon Unger. So that hitting streak could be coming to an end here if Simon doesn't turn things around.
Second baseman.
Go to the top of the 8th here, as now the Yankees have a lead here. They flip the score down here 7-5 as they're able to come back here. And unassisted out there at first. Nice job as they're able to turn that one very quickly there. Nice job there for Emerson as he's able to make the tag. As now we get to actually the catch and the tag there at first. So now we'll see here 0 for 4 here for Simon Unger as he had a runner on first. Carson Smith out here. He's already got 13 pitches underneath his belt. Bottom of the 8th here, 1 out. And Simon here pops this one here. And again, just not putting the bat on the ball correctly here tonight. It looks like that hitting streak could be coming to an end now. As we'll see, we're up by 2 runs, and we're in the bottom of the 9th. Probably no more chances for him to do anything, and that's going to be the case here as the Yankees able to pull off the victory here in this one as they get the win here with a final score of 8-5. Simon Unger's hitting streak does come to an end at 20 games as he goes 0 for 5 here in today's game. So a bit of a chill with his bat here after having a successful road trip. We got to get this bad boy hopping again here. As you see the numbers there, Prince McCoy 5 for 5, home run, 3 RBIs, and 3-run score there from here. Garrison 2 for 3, a double, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Of course, Cameron Maben 0 for 3 and an RBI there for him. And Brandon Smith will pick up the save. So now we get ready for the next game here, game 2. And it's going to be against Chris Sales, as he is a potential 94 overall. We've seen him a couple episodes ago when we played against the White Sox. And we'll see. We're going to meet up him again. 4-seamer, slider, changeup, and a 2-seamer. As he's been in the league for a little over a decade. 180. He's 6'6" and 30 years of age from Florida. He's been so far 27 games. He's had 27 starts. He's 11-6 for the season. He's over 180 innings for the season. He's given 146 hits as well as 15 home runs, 54 walks, and he has struck out 100 and looks like 194. He's getting very close to getting another straight year of getting 200 strikeouts or more. ERA is at 2.70. He's had 21 quality starts. He's had 3 complete games, 3 shutouts, and his WAR is up there at 5.0. So we'll see what he can do here in game 2 if he can, of course, continue this shutdown of this bat from Simon Unger. Hopefully, Simon can turn things around here for himself and get things going here as is another beautiful day here in the Bronx. as both teams getting warmed up here. Bullpen getting, you see there, Chris Sale's getting warmed up. And, of course, Unger taking a couple swings there before the game. We'll see what he can do here now with 2 out and nobody on here, as Chris Sale's here having a pretty good inning so far here. We'll see if that will continue, as that 4-seamer's outside, and that's going to be 0-1 count. So, of course, the crowd out here looking and hoping to see another big showing here for Simon Unger here today in Game 2 of this series. And of course, we like to try to go up 2 games now, with the game still looming. But of course, when you have Chris Sales on your mound here, he's almost guaranteeing you a win. And so see the pitch here, and Simon goes after that one there. That's a 2-seamer, low and away. It's going to be a 1-2 count here for Simon Unger. As we'll see now what he can do here on this 1-2 count. And he's going to pop this one here high and deep. This is going to go back. This is going to go deep to deep center field. It's going to be cut at the wall, or in the near the warning track there. Nice catch there. And that's going to be Tommy Sutton on that catch there. Nice job as he grabs the ball and just takes a hit there against the wall. As that's going to be the final out of the inning. No runs scored for either team after 1. As we go down the bottom of the 4th. And oh boy, here we go. Boss challenge here. We haven't seen one of these for a while now. As Simon Unger is 0 for 1 here in today's game. He's got a boss challenge. And of course, nobody on and 1 out here for him. So this is going to be a big at-bat here for him. As of course now White Sox lead this one 1-0. And there you see, got 2 choices here. As we're just having a tough time with the bat. And of course, I think we're just going to go ahead and try to make contact. Let's see, got make contact on every swing to record a hit, or a solo, or a solid contact for a hit. So let's try to see if we can get a solid contact on a hit. This should be pretty reasonable. We'll see what he can do here, as we'll see the first pitch, and it's going to be a changeup low and inside. That's strike 1. Simon looking for just a good contact here, as he makes a little contact there, but just can't get it squared up there, being foul in fair territory. It's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 for Simon as he gets the next pitch, and he's going to again get contact on him, but it's going to be foul off as that slider's inside on him. Still 0-2. Crowd trying to get behind Simon here. As see the 0-2 count, and that ball's going to be inside. 4-seam goes a little too inside there on Simon as he'll take a pitch. That'll be ball 1. Again, crowd trying to help him out here. 1-2 count. As we'll see a pitch here. That's going to be grounded there to the third baseman. As the third baseman gets the easy out there at first. And that, of course, fails our challenge there. As now there's now 2 outs here now for the Yankees, down by 1. Top of the 5th coming up. And we'll see some defense now. Jed Jerko up to bat here. Jerko 1 for 1. And Brian Mitchell, of course, the pitcher for us here today. We'll see what he can do here, as he's going to have, looks like he's going to have a double play opportunity here. They're going to turn it, and that's going to be 2 there for the Yankees. Nice job there for the defense, wiping off 2 runners off the board. And now with 2 out here, we can get closed down the inning here against Doug Dixon. Top of the 6th, Yankees trailing by 2, as they White Sox right now, Adam Eaton up. Of course, he's a tough hitter to get to. 1 on and 1 out. That's an 0-2 count. Looking for a ground ball here for the second baseman. Oh, he had it in front of him, but just could not get a hold of it and get to second, as that's going to be a base hit. And now the Yankees skipper, or I believe the pitching coach, will have to come out here and talk to Hayes here, as he is taking over here in the 6th inning. So now we'll see what we try to do here in the bottom of the 7th. We're down by 4. And there you see so far for the series, Simon's 0 for 7 with a fly out and a ground ball. He's 0 for 2. We'll see what he can try to do here. Hopefully he can get something going here in the 7th. As there's nobody on and nobody out. And he'll take the first pitch here outside, 4-seamer. And that's in the zone for a strike. Simon Unger, of course, had to spend a lot of time there with the Dodgers, helping the Dodgers win 2 World Series. Now here in New York, trying to do the same thing. 0-2 count here for Simon as he cracks this one here high and deep. This is going back to left field, and this ball is gone. Home run for Simon Unger. That is home run number 74 for him, as that goes 438 feet deep to left field with a nice exit velocity of 107.8. Nice job there, as the Yankees fans love what they're seeing here. I think the monster might be alive here in the Bronx. As we'll see the replay here, does a great job there. Look at the pitch and just elevates that pitch up and just brings that ball screaming out of the ballpark. Great job there. Lucky fan out there got a nice souvenir. Get to now the bottom of the ninth here, and of course we're still in trouble. We're down by 3. A solo shot there from Simon Unger we just seen there in the 7th. So now Kyle Fuentes here up to pitch. He's trying to get, of course, Simon in trouble now here. Trying to get a quick 1-2-3 as he's got the first strike here for him. 0-1. Simon 1 for 3 here today. Would like to see another chance for him to do something big here. Another home run here would be great for us to be down by 2. Obviously, it'd be better if we had base runners on board, but leading off here, we'll see if we can start the 9th inning off on the right foot here as we take another pitch, and that's going to be a ball. As Fuentes is starting to lose his sight here of the batter. 2-1 count here for Fuentes as he goes for another pitch here, and he has Simon swings after that one high and way inside there. It's now 2-2. Next pitch, and Simon's going to ground this ball over to the shortstop there. Trying to outrun this one here, but he cannot, as he just got beat by a foot there. And that's going to be out number 1 there for the Yankees here, as they're trailing by 3 here in the bottom of the 9th. And the question is, well, can they get back to getting the win here? And today, this one in game 2, they're not so lucky here. The home run didn't help too much, as we only scrape up to, 3 runs? But Simon Unger had a pretty decent day there for himself, as he's able to help this team get on the board, and of course, try to make a difference in this game. But unfortunately, that home run just too little too late, and of course, really didn't have anybody else on there. There was a solo shot there. Simon goes 1 for 4 in the ball game, home run, RBI, and a run scored. Prince McCoy 2 for 4, and Joe Benson 1 for 3 in that in this game, as well as a double. As Jay now will take on Jake Arriola, former Cubby, now playing for the South Side here. Of course, a former Philly guy, but this now he's playing here on the South Side of Chicago. 33 years of age, 6'4", 225 pounds, B potential, 86 overall, and he has been in 27 games so far this season. He's made 27 starts. He is 6-9 for the season. Giggity. As he has over 160 innings pitched, as well as he's given up 146 hits with 61 runs. 58 of those were earned with 15 home runs he's given up, 46 walks, and 142 strikeouts this season. He has currently right now a 3.21 ERA. He's had 16 quality starts with 1 complete game and 1 shutout so far this season. And we'll take a look at his WAR here in just a bit. His WAR is at 3.6, so not a bad WAR at all. As the 33-year-old has a nice four-seam slider, and I believe a changeup as well. He has like 2 other pitches there, but we'll see what he can do here if he can try to win this rubber match here today. As both teams are a game each, a game apiece for both these teams, and we'll see who comes out big in this one here today. As this will be the final matchup between the these two clubs here today. As this is game 3 of this series. So Simon Unger coming out here again. Another beautiful afternoon here in the Bronx, as we have an early game here. We'll see what we can try to do here with down by 2 runs already here in the bottom half of the first, as we take the first pitch, and it's going to be a strike by Jake Arriola. And of course, fans here, Yankees fans, want to see these boys in the pinstripes here get another win here today. It came up short in the second game, and now we got to make up the difference here and try to pull out a good win. So now with bases loaded, or excuse me, with bases empty, I should say, 2 out. Be nice if the bases are loaded here. As a base hit goes down the first base line. That's going to be a base hit for Simon Unger. as he is wearing number 20 here today. I just don't understand why the computer keeps changing his number there. It's 18, 20. I think sometimes I've even seen him wear 17. I can't even tell you what his original number was when we started this series. I want to say it was 14, but I could be wrong. I have to go back and look and see. As this one's going to be hit there. That's going to be hit to the second baseman for the easy throw there to first. And that will, of course, retire the side here as they leave one stranded. Bottom of the third coming up here. Simon Unger and the Yankees are down by 1. Nobody on board, 1 out. Simon had a single back in the first. We'll see what he can do here. As we'll see the pitch, and that is going to be a ball. Already 296 hits so far this season for the Yankees. And we'll see here what he's going to hit this one here. This one's going to go high and deep out to deep center field. And this just going to go into right into the glove there of the center fielder for the second out. So tough break, as that had some good power behind it, but just not enough to really get over the wall or bounce off the wall there or anything. The center fielder made a great play there. As now we'll see this now being 1 for 2 here for Simon. He's not having a really good series right now. As we'll see the pitch, and that's going over to first base for a nice check on the runner there at first. Down by 3, bottom of the 5th here with 1 on and 2 out. Simon here looking for his pitch that he's going to try to take and try to do something with here, as Jake earlier trying to get him to go after that one. Count now is 1-0. So Simon Unger ahead of the count here, and usually if he's ahead of the count, we could see some big things come from him. So now the pitch here, and he's going to slap this one right up the middle. Nice base hit there for Simon Unger. He gets himself on board. And now with 2 out and 2 on here, the Yankees could really make trouble here for the White Sox now, as they're got their pitching coach coming out here and talking to Jake. Doesn't look like he's going to get pulled from the game here, but just probably told about this next at-bat, what he's going to need to do. So we see, wow, we made a huge change there since last time we've seen him. We are now up by 5. Instead of down by 2, we're up by 5. So just a huge change of events here. Bottom of the 6th, bases are empty, nobody out. Simon Unger is going to lead off the 6th, as he has 508 home runs now for his career. We seen him hit his 500th about a couple episodes ago, as we see a swing there, and that's going to be a change up in the dirt. Don't know what Simon was swinging in there on that pitch there, but nothing came in contact, as he's going to slap this one there to the shortstop and throw over the first, and they're going to get him out for out number 1 here in the bottom of the 6th. So we must really did some damage there between the last time we seen him and that at bat. As we go now to the top of the 9th here, still a big nice run here, lead for us. It's 10 to 6, a nice 4-run lead. We'll see with 2 on, or we'll see with 1 on and a 0-1 count. Nice slide there. Throwing this one over to first, and they get the out. Nice play. Could have turned the double play there, but we're able to get the 1 out. Now the runner at second is going to be stranded here. And now we'll see if we can get this last out to help us get the win, and we do. Nice victory here for us as we win the series 2-1 of a final score of 10 to 6. Nice job there for the Yankees as they come alive here in today's game. As we see Simon Unger's numbers here in just a bit. Nice victory here, and we win the series. And that's going to keep our head, put some more distance between us and the Rays here in the division. As you see, Simon Unger 2 for 4 for the day. A big inning there in the 8th inning for the Yankees, as we just put up 8 runs in that inning. And then we put up a few more later on. But nonetheless, that was a big win there for us. And now we get ready for this next series here coming up. So remember last episode we played against the Blue Jays there in Toronto, and we had a nice series there. Won 3 out of the 4 games there against them. Played against Kyle Gibson to start off, and for the most part here, it was a really good series for us, and really happy to see Simon Unger and the rest of the club do a great job there in that series. But now it's time to get ready for them again. Now, Simon in the first game went 2 for 4. He finished the series in that Blue Jays series 5 for 14, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, 3 runs scored, and a walk. And see the Blue Jays right now 14 games back of us in the division. And they're currently on a 2-game winning streak here. As we'll see Matt Arcia, sinker, curveball, splitter, and a cutter. Beat potential 77 overall. He's from California. He's 30 years of age. He's been in the league for about a little over a year now. MLB service. 6'2", 210 pounds. He's made 27 starts. He is 6-11 for the season. And we'll see here. He's given up 14 home runs, 43 walks, 94 strikeouts. And he has an ERA of 3.83. So I think this one, it should be a pretty good matchup between the two of them. As we'll see how well Simon does here against these Blue Jays. Hopefully, we can do, obviously we outscored them in 3 of the 4 games there. And now we got to try to see if we can do it again here now, this time at home. So they're going to be in a hostile territory here. As you see a chance to upgrade here. Normally I don't show these too often, but we are going to show their, see what he's going to be working on here. And he's got pitch recognition, drill, and then you got hit off the tee for power. And so we're going to up our cap here. Now our cap for hit power is now at 91. So that puts a little more pop in our bat here, or at least get a chance now to put some more pop in our bat. As you take a look here, and we got a nice challenge here for one of our teammates here, and they want to see us get 3 home runs over the next 3 games. And we've been hitting pretty well here. I think I think we'll take them up on that offer. So we'll try to see if we can get 3 home runs now here in the next 3 games. And it's a task. It might be a little troublesome. Blue Jays. I don't think we hit. I think we got 1 home run out of that series against them. No, we actually did not. We did not hit a home run at all against the Yankees or the Blue Jays there in that previous episode. So yeah, this is gonna be different. This is definitely gonna be a little bit of a challenge, but I think it's manageable. Been a while since we hit a home run, so let's see what we can do here as we get to the bottom of the first, and with 1 on and 1 out. Simon Unger here going after look at the first pitch there, and that's gonna be a curveball out of the zone and pretty much in the dirt there. Goes 1-0. So now we'll see what Simon can do here. As we'll see the pitch, and he'll take that pitch. That's his sinker inside. Makes it now 1-1. And you see Earl Hendricks behind the plate there, calling the balls and strikes. A little off the bag there for the runner on first. Simon here. Waits, and he's going to back out of the way here as the runner is going to go ahead and take off, and he is going to... Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? You're saying the runner's out? So no runner on Bellard now here. Now 2-1 count here for Simon Unger as he swifts at this one. And that curveball, it's going to be in the dirt again. Gets him, and that's going to be now 2-2. 2-2 count for Simon Unger here as he hits this one, a sinker outside the low in the zone. And he's still looking at a 2-2 count. So Unger looking to go and see what he can do here as a sinker again. That's the third time now. The pitcher here is now throwing a sinker on us. Looking for something inside here. So we'll see the pitch, and that ball is going to be popped and ground. It's going to be a foul ball. Referee's going to call, or I should say the umpire's going to call it. So we'll see now with 2-2 count, 2 out, nobody on. Simon going to rip this one past the infield there. That's going to be a base hit. After a couple of foul balls here now, he's finally gotten himself straightened out here. And got himself a base hit. Been nice if we kept that runner on board earlier, but looks like we're going to get the ground ball over to second. It's going to get the runner out at first. And that is going to retire the side. No runners coming across, but both teams get 1 run or 1 hit here in the first inning. As it's still scoreless here after 1. So now bottom of the second here, 2 on and 2 out. Got runners on the corners at first and third. Yankees lead by 3 here. So we can really open up this game here. If we can get a base hit, bring that runner home from third, and of course set up the next batter here for a chance to bring home 3. And now, of course, that man will be Emerson, right behind Simon Unger here. Simon takes the first pitch, 0-1. The Yankees crowd looking for a big hit here for Simon as he rips this one past the infield there. Runner for third will come in to score, and that's going to be an RBI single for Simon Unger. So nice hit for him. As now the skipper looks like for the Blue Jays are going to come out here and have a chat with his his pitcher here. As he'll have to have a little powwow here and see if he's up to, of course, doing something here, as he's getting rocked pretty early here. So now 2 for 2, 2 singles and RBI for Simon Unger. We'll see what he does here now with a runner on, or no runners on board with 1 out. They have a 1-run lead. It's 4-3 here in the bottom half of the 5th. And Simon going to chop this one there. That's second, going to second. And a nice throw there to first for the out. Ooh, now 2 away here now, as Kramer makes a nice defensive stop there. Bottom of the 7th here. Blue Jays here lead now by 3. As there's 1 on and nobody out here for Simon Unger. We'll see what Unger does here with this pitch as he takes this one. That's going to be a 4-seamer outside. And that's going to be a ball. Looking to try to see if we can drive something maybe out there to right center. Let's see what we can do. Is the runner going to be checked there at first. And the runner is going to be called safe. So looking for something to rip past the infield, but at the same time, nowhere in reach of the center field. As that's going to be a chopper. And they're going to try to turn 2 here, and they cannot. As the first baseman is thrown off as they're trying to do a quick 1-4-3 double play, but they could not get it. Take a look at this. A nice chopper there. And of course, Simon Unger, he has some speed there. As a nice job there breaking up that double play attempt there on Kramer. And that keeps Simon Unger alive. So DJ Peterson's up next. We'll see what he can do. As he has Simon Unger there at first. As that ball is going to be chopped there to second. Or no, up front of the plate there. Pitcher's going to make a throw, and that's going to be the out. And that's going to be out number 2 here for the Yankees. As they still have one runner on board. And now 2 away as Prince McCoy will be up next. He's 2 for 3, 2 singles and an RBI. We'll see what he can do. A base hit from him could definitely bring that runner in here and make this game a little closer. As that ball's going to be grounded there to second. And a quick throw out there at first. And that retires the side. Leaving 1 stranded there at second. Yankees have some trouble now here. Even more so now because it's now 11-5 here in the bottom of the 9th with 2 away. And nobody out, or I should say 2 away and nobody on. And Simon here looks for the pitch, and he takes a 2-seamer inside the zone for strike number 1. Yankee fans are starting to file out of here as they see a hit or a swing there from Simon Unger. It's going to be strike number 2 as he could not put that one in fair play. Fouls it off. Takes the next pitch there, 4-seamer inside, makes it now 1-2. Simon doing a good job here, trying to make this pitcher work. As that's going to be a drop third strike there, and they got to throw him out there at first. And that is going to be your ball game as Toronto comes in today, takes game 1 of this series. A nice victory there for them as they win this one. 11-5 is your final. As they get a little bit of revenge from us from the previous episode, as they put a nice mollywhopping on us in this one. Simon Unger goes 2 for 5 in the ball game. They put up 4 runs there in the 6th, and they tack on another one in the 7th, and then really dialed in the 9th by putting 3 on us. So 11 runs, 18 hits, 2 errors for the Blue Jays, 5 runs, 9 hits, no errors for the Yankees. As Kyle Gibson will be on the hill once again here, and he'll take on He'll be in the starter for the Blue Jays here in Game 2 of this series. As you see here, 6'6", 220 pounds from Indiana. He is got a nice four-seamer, two-seamer, slider, changeup, and a curveball. He has B potential, and looks like a lot of his numbers are starting to go the right direction for him. And his attributes, as we'll see here, 27 starts. He's 8-5 for the season with 159.2 innings of work, 185 hits, gave up 10 home runs, 45 walks, and 110 walks for the season. He has an ERA of 3.55, and his WAR is at 3.5. As we're back out here to Yankee Stadium again here for game number 2, and we do not want to be 2 games down here, as we're still got to try to fight off the only team that's left here in the division that can fight with us, and that'll be Tampa Bay. As we're trying to try to get wins, as many wins as we can, as we approach that big series coming up here with Tampa Bay here in the next couple of episodes. But right now, we'll see here, Simon Unger, 74 home runs with 173 RBIs for the season. He has a runner on first with 1 out. Kyle Gibson here. He knows he has a tough task here against Simon, as he's going to throw a two-seamer and get him to chase, but he does not chase, and he's not going to bite at it. It's 1-0. Simon here up to bat. And of course, he knows his at-bats here, especially in this situation when runners on board are really big, as this one's going to get popped up. And not much for the center fielder to do, as he reads this one pretty well. Doesn't really move too much there, as that one's going to go right in his glove, and that's going to be out number 2 here, as that's going to retire the first at-bat for Simon Unger. So bottom of the third here, still no score. We flied out back in the first. Simon has runners in scoring position here, but at the same time, he has 2 away. So a run hit up middle here will definitely drive that runner from third. We'll see what he can do. Is he's going to be smart here and take the first pitch to see really where this pitcher's at. Gibson has had a pretty good game so far here pitching-wise. He hasn't given up any runs, but he's given a few hits. Of course, Simon would like to be the one to really bust it open here for him. So now with a 1-0 count, 2 away. And we'll see the pitch, and that's going to be inside. They're going to say a ball. I'm surprised by that call there. Normally pitches like that, they usually call it a strike. So now runners on first and third. He'll take another pitch there, and that's going to be now 3-0 count. So now, pretty much, Simon has control of this at bat. He can take the next pitch here and just kind of see where he's at. But trust me, it's going to be something down the middle here. He's going to take it. Oh, my goodness. A good snag there by the first baseman. Robs a base hit and potential run coming in there in the inning. Hands aside is now Hunter Pence up to bat. Hunter Pence, of course, former Giants player. Won a World Series with the Giants a couple years ago. As you see a ground ball here. That's going to be overthrown over. And double play is going to be made there. Nice job there as they turn the double play. Still no score here after 4. We'll go down to the bottom half of the 5th. Well, there's 2 runners on board and 1 out. Yankees break it open. They finally get the first points of the game as they get the first 2 runs. It's 2-0 here in the bottom half of the 5th. 1 out. And we'll see what Simon does here as he takes the first pitch, and it's going to be a 2-seamer. And it's going to be 0-1. Of course, trying to keep this momentum going here as he hits this one here high and deep. That's going to go back. It's going to the wall. It's gone. Home run there for Simon Unger as he hits a 3-run shot. His first home run now here in today's episode. And of course, the first home run that he needs of 3 that he needs here in this challenge that we've got put upon us by one of our teammates. So we hit a home run here in the second game. We got to try at least hit 1 more now here in this game, and we'll be almost done with our challenge now. Of course, we still got to get 1 more, but Be nice if the next 3 at-bats here we can get all 3. But we'll take a look here, and look at this. This is just a moonshot right out of here. No chance for the left fielder to get that one. As now we take a look back at the 5th inning. And this is that home run we just seen. As he goes deep out to left center field. And that ball, just like his, just keep going up and up. It finally comes down. So here we are on the 7th. 2 out, nobody on here for Simon Unger. It's 5-1. Toronto able to find a way to get a run. Simon, 1 for 3 here today's episode. And that's the pitch. And that is going to be, I believe, a ball there. Is now 1-1 is the count. So a 2 out, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th. Have a nice 4-run lead here. Let's see if we can extend it even more so here as we see the pitch here. And Simon says, see ya. That one's going to drop in. That's going to be a home run. Simon Unger hits his 2nd home run in today's game. He needs 1 more to meet that challenge from a teammate. As that one is going to be his 76th of the season. As he trots around here, and the Yankees fans, there you see, they like what they're seeing here from this guy. And the Yankees tack on another run here. Beautiful home run there. This time, took the first one opposite field, and this time decided to just go ahead and says, you know what? I'm going to spray the ball over here to my right-hand side. Just going to pull the ball right away. And he's able to do so there. Nice job there. As he goes deep. As now we'll see James Kramer. This will be the 2nd baseman here, leading on, or in the top of the order here now. As Archie's still out there. Top of the 8th with 2 on, or excuse me, with 1 on and 2 out. 1-2 count. Ground ball there to short. Can they get to make the play there at the force out of 2nd? They do. And that's going to retire the side. It's 6-1 here in the Bronx. As now we jump to the 9th inning. Hunter Pence 0 for 3 here. As Blake Fitch here on the mound. Ground ball, trying to see if we can turn the double play here. Can they turn it? No, they can't. As the hitter did a great job there motoring down the line, but hey, we are able to get a win here. As we get the final score here, 6-1 is your final. Simon Unger gets 2 home runs in this game, his 75th and 76th of the season. As he goes 2 for 4 here in today's game with an RBI and 2 runs scored from him. And that's going to help him out here as the Yankees get their first win here in this series. As we have 1 more game to play left here in this Blue Jays series, and this is going to be the rubber match here. Simon Unger, there you see 2 for 4, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs, 2 runs scored. Maven 1 for 3 at a run, and of course Prince McCoy 1 for 4. Milk Cabrera 3 for 4 of the day for him. RBI, a triple from him. I have not heard that name for many years now. Milk Cabrera, I remember he's one of my favorites. Yeah, I had him in fantasy a lot. We'll see now here, Bill Fagan here, 74 overall. He's a C potential, and he has been in the majors for a little bit of time here. 22 years of age, he's still young, and he has time to develop. But if you take a look here, last year he had 6 appearances with the Blue Jays, as coming up as a September call-up. 2-1 from last season. And there you see his numbers from last season. He had ended the season with an ERA of a 6. And so they're just trying to bring in some of their young guys here to see what they can do and see if there's any chance for them to keep them around here for the season. So I'm not saying this is going to be an easy game for us, but with an ERA like that and a guy that doesn't have much experience in the majors, we might have a good opportunity here to really mess with his pitching here. And, get underneath his skin here pretty quick here. So Simon's going to be up to bat here at the bottom of the 1st. 2 away. As he, of course, going to be looking for that pitch here. Try to take advantage of this young pitcher. 8 pitches in here. We'll see the first pitch, and it's going to be a 4-seamer. He's trying to get him a chase, and it's going to be 1-0. So Simon Unger, he's done quite well for himself here in the last couple of games. And of course, this Yankee squad made a huge rally there in that last game. Now we'll see if they can try to do the same thing here in this one. As fans trying to get behind Simon Unger here. 1-1 count for Simon. As he takes a pitch here, this is going to be a ground ball over to right. And that's going to be a base hit for him. So a nice start there for him with 2 out. We'll see if they'll try to get a rally going here now on a 2 outs here as DJ Peterson up next. Batting .271. He's in the 4th hole. We'll see what he can do as he'll get a pitch there. Of course, that'll be a 2-1 count. So DJ doing a good job here, working the count here against young Bill. As they check the runner over at first, and it's going to be safe there on Simon Unger. Unger here is going to try to figure out this pitcher's timing now. I wouldn't be surprised if we see some kind of steal here. Simon does have the ability to steal, so I'm sure he got the green light to do so, but maybe not so much on a 2 out. So Prince McCoy will be up next. He's got a nice 14-game hitting streak on himself, as there's 2 on now and 2 out. 1-2 count. Prince now trying to get something going here now for him, as we'll see the pitch, and we'll see this one is going to be high. And in the infield there, that's the second baseman gets the out, retires aside. It's now we go to the bottom of the 3rd. Single from Simon Unger. He's 1 for 1 now today here. You got a runner on second with 1 out. And he's going to take the first pitch there. That's going to be a 4-seamer right down Broadway. Yes, right now he has a 4-game hitting streak. And he goes after that curve ball, and that's going to take him for a loop as he's looking at 0-2. Crowd here looking for their first hit or first run to come across the plate here for the Yankees. Simon here launches this one here high and deep out to center field, but that's just going to be warning track power as the runner's not going to be able to advance up 90 feet, and that'll be out number 2 here for the Yankees. Top of the 3rd, or excuse me, top of the 5th now, I should say. As now we'll see Bash here. Or Blash. Blash. He'll pop this one up, and that'll be easy catch there, as that's out number 2. So nice job there for Corey Jones getting the second out there and having the hitter pop out to the shortstop. We'll get to the bottom of the 6th here. Still no score. Tight ball game between these 2 pitchers. So far, this pitcher here, he's staying in this one. 56 pitches in. He has not really given up anything here. As we'll see, bases are empty, 1 out. And we'll see a curveball go in on Simon Unger, and that's going to be ball 1. But this young pitcher, he's really stepping up here, showing off what he can do. Not being intimidated at all by Simon Unger or this lineup here for the Yankees. As a 1-1 count now here for Simon Unger. And Simon's going to rip this one there. He's going to go right to the second baseman for the out, as that's going to be a ground ball. And that's going to be now 2 away. As he grounds that one to Howie Kendrick. Go to now to the bottom of the 8th here. Toronto leads it by 3. So big at bat here for Simon Unger. He can definitely tie this up now. Of course, get his 3rd home run in that challenge here today. If he can just blast one wherever he can, I'm assuming out to right. So we'll see. Dudley White will be out here. He's got to deal with Simon. 2 on and 1 out. 1-0 count here for Simon as he gets this ball. That's going to be thrown near his legs. And it's going to be a 2-0 count. 2-0 count here from White. Simon here rips and pops this one backwards. That's going to be a foul ball. Looking at a 2-1. 2-1 count here in the bottom of the 8th. 2 on, 1 out, and we'll see a now 2-2 count now. And Simon misses that ball there. That was a knuckle curve there. So now 2-2. Simon there fouls that one off. That's going to be a curveball. Or excuse me, a changeup there on him inside. Should have gone after that. We'll see what he can do here now. Again, 2-2. And he will miss that ball there. Runners will be able to advance up 90 feet if they want. It looks like they're not going to do so there. And that's going to be out number 2 on Simon Unger. So we go to the top of the 9th here. Top of the 9th here. 1 on, 1 out here for Nico Goodrum. As that ball is going to be grounded over there to the first baseman. Trying to turn for 2. And nice job there. 3-6-3 double play. And now New York has one more opportunity here to get back in this ball game here. We'll see if they can do so here. As it's a 3-0 lead here from Toronto. And it looks like we're not going to be able to get another at bat. As Toronto gets their revenge here off that series from last episode when we beat them 3-1. And they take 2 out of 3 here today. And that is how this one's going to end. So Toronto able to come back here and making the next couple of weeks. We still got another week or so before we play the Rays. So we definitely are going to have to really be focused here on the plate from 1 through 9. If we don't want to make that, obviously we don't want to have that series with the Rays be too serious. So we'll definitely have to really get ready for this next series here coming up. But let's take a look here. Simon Unger, not a great day there for him. 1 for 4 in this one, as he really did not produce too much there. 82-59 for us in first place. Rays, they received 4.5 games back. They're still in it. Red Sox, they're now they're in third place with 72-69. Giddy. And Blue Jays 68-71. They're 13 games back, and the Orioles, of course, are eliminated from mathematically as they're 57-82. Potentially going to be end up losing 100 games now for this season. So we got a nice lead there for ourselves, and like I said, coming up here in this next series. Yeah, it's going to be very interesting. It's going to be a nail-biter because we have to take on to wrap up this homestand that we have right now as we're in the month of September. I'm sure we'll have a couple of September call-ups. I'm sure the organization's got a couple guys they're going to bring up. But we had a 4-game weekend series coming up here with the Rays. A Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday game. It's going to be very interesting. And, of course, then we have our second-to-last road trip before we have another homestand there against Baltimore and Boston. Then that last homestand is, of course, going to be against Tampa Bay at the Trop. So, we got 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes left to go before we get to the postseason. And so, like I said, it's going to be very interesting how we're going to this all going to play out. Hopefully, we have a good series here with against Tampa Bay. That is at home, so hopefully we can get our bats rolling. We're going to take on Madison Bumgarner in Game 1 of that series. He's 12-4, almost getting it. He's going to have over 200 innings of work coming up in this next game. 157 strikeouts, and of course a 2.36 ERA for the season. And Bumgarner, I have to look at the numbers between Simon and Bumgarner lifetime. I think Bumgarner might have a slight edge over us in that. So that's it for this episode of Simon Unger's Road to Show here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, please leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you happen to be new. And of course, hit that bell notification so you guys be notified of this series or any other series here on the channel. And of course, if you want to see more Road Show action, we got plenty of Road Show characters there. There's some in the up in the eye up there you guys can click on. Or of course, you guys can look down there below in the description, and there should be a list, a little playlist of where you guys can click on and check out other Road to Show characters here on this channel, as well as over our second channel over on ESGNet Plus LP, and those are included in the playlist, as well as franchise modes that we have currently played in the past, and some of the new ones we have on right now here on this channel with the Boston Red Sox rebuild, and as well as the Chicago Cubbies rebuild over on the second channel. So definitely stay tuned for those and check those out as well. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned for more here on the channel. As always, keep yourselves together healthy, and I will see you all next time.